We need to cut subsidy leakages and not the subsidies themselves, so that when we give subsidy, the benefit to the public ought to exceed the benefit to the company. Otherwise, we'll be subsidizing crime. The Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative revealed that Nigerian lost 619.7 million barrels of crude oil valued at 16.25 trillion naira to crude oil theft between 2009 and 2020. And then just last year, the immediate past National Security Advisor said that the country might lose $23 billion this year to crude oil theft. And what are we doing about these things to stop this? Not long ago also, Tantita, the security pipeline surveillance contractor, discovered pipelines through which our crude was being diverted. A 40,000 barrel per day Forcados pipeline to the high sea for export under the watchful eyes of our police and naval security personnel. The oil companies involved, including an IOC, are yet to be prosecuted. And yet we are looking for money. In 2018, just before the election, the Federal Minister of Transport controversially awarded the Warri Channel dredging contract to a Cyprus company, a company that was convicted in Switzerland for bribing MP officials. That contract was awarded at the rate of $44 million. The allegations, though, that the job wasn't done, the money was paid in full. And in 2022, again, the same company was asked to continue the job for another $44 million. That's $88 million. And then you ask, why Ibise only when election reached that they award this contract? And yet, remember, that government was fighting corruption. And then their minister, no like money. An Israeli company has been in charge of the Lagos Channel dredging for 33 years now, while the Bonny Channel dredging has been in the hands of that same Cyprus foreign company for the past 80 years. Yet, we have local contractors who are more than capable of doing this job. Even as our government is looking for forests to borrow, the liquidity available is being freely traded away to foreign companies in questionable contract bazaar. The money these foreign companies make from Nigeria is not made by any of their subsidiaries in the world. I beg, well, I want to ask, we say the benefits of, what are the benefits of these things to our local economy? When if you allow this contract to be executed by local companies, the benefit to the local economy are enormous. The allegations that the said foreign companies have settled some people now in NPA and the current government to enable them continually fleece Nigeria through these controversial dredging deals. Now, wow, despite the current hardship and lack of palliative, how government will still they propose even awarding the same contract to foreign companies? You can't subsidize the poor in the country despite the hunger, and then yet you are freely subsidizing rich countries through foreign contracts. I don't even want to talk about how much Ethiopian air made from that scam called Nigerian Air, another foreign company. The previous company awarded the contract for the quick fixing of Port Harcourt refinery for $1.5 billion to another foreign company, Daewoo Engineering, and told us that the refinery will be ready in December 2023. December and don't reach. But now the current Minister for State for Petroleum, Eniki Logobri, said the work on ground is not commensurate to the fund expended. So now, refinery won't be ready until December again, 2024. Government is looking for money. The little that is available, government guys, they use and subsidize pockets. How about all the funds approved for the turnaround maintenance of these same refineries over the years, running into billions of dollars? All of us know say nobody will turn anything around. Not to talk of maintaining. What happened to the people who were awarded this contract? They are politicians now, making them enjoy. In Brazil, go to Brazil, you see refinery up to 100 years and still working. Our own, how many years and none is working? Nobody is even asking again when Dangote refinery is coming upstream. Yet, federal government invested $2.7 billion in that same refinery. While NPC is to supply them 300,000 barrels of crude oil per day. How much of this same investment has government made into other indigenous companies? The federal government under Buhari, remember, admitted that the IOCs are owing the country a whopping sum of $60 billion by virtue of the Deep Offshore and Inland Basin Production Sharing Contract Act. Yet, the government ignored consistent call to collect the fund. A rich country riddled with poverty by her custodian in connivance with foreigners. Now, rather than investigate the culpability of some government officials and members of our ruling class in the P&ID deal, where a British court just saved us $11 billion, We are here dancing as Zoto. Well, I don't forget, say for Nigeria here, there are no consequences for actions or inactions. If you think this bazaar to foreign companies and illegal subsidy to individuals is only limited to crude oil and refineries alone, then you go fear. According to the former Minister for Mines and State Development, Dr. Oshoma, Nigeria is losing close to $9 billion annually to illegal mining and smuggling of gold, as private jets are being used by the rich to smuggle gold out of Nigeria from Zamfara and environ. Come on, Nigeria is poor, but private individuals are super rich, as everybody just help himself to a common subsidy. How many will fit talk? Is it indiscriminate import duty waiver of close to 16 trillion in the past 5 years, where a few people, both local and foreign nationals, are gifted dollars at official rates by Mefele and allowed to import all manner of goods into the country under the guise of foreign investment, thereby killing our local refinery and local manufacturing? I don't even want to talk about the fact that till date, contrary to the provision of Section 162 of the Constitution and provision of Immigration Act, an average sum of 40 billion naira per annum as expatriate license permit is being shared by government and some private company, all in the name of automated revenue collection. If you think, say I dey lie about all these things, ask my oga, Femi Falana. How about you buyers of government properties that owing government close to about 6 trillion unpaid ground rent? How will a country survive when everybody is taking a slice one way or the other from the same government? But if you think that this open looting or subsidies just for cronies, corporate bodies, political individuals, and the rest of us, then you are not in Nigeria. Because contrary to Section 70 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the National Assembly members are paid a monument ranging from 13 million to 15 million per annum, even as heads of ministries, departments, and agencies of both the state and federal government, including local government chairmen and the 36 state governor, collect security vote running into 441 billion naira per annum. This is despite the fact that most of these state governors have been placed on humongous and scandalous pensions running into billions of naira. I bet I cannot use my teeth, bite my tongue. That's why our National Assembly members always go to Abuja and shamelessly want to drive expensive SUVs not made in Nigeria, despite the suffering of those they allegedly represent. I will therefore advocate until we unbundle Nigeria and ensure a true and fiscal federalism, there will be no fiscal responsibility. I don't talk mine own. Know where your challenges are. That's when you know how to tackle them. But leave a comment for us on our comment section on all of our social media platforms shown on your screen. United we fall, divided we stand. See you next week.